Hey, what's up everybody? It's Coach Matt over here, Primal Athlete Training Center, www.primalatc.com. Hey, so I want to do something I haven't done here in a long time, and I wanted to actually turn the camera around, show you our workouts that we're doing this week, give you an idea of exactly what we're doing here, the point that we're at during the summer season, give you guys an idea of what some of your workouts should look like, and how hard my guys and girls here at Primal work during the off season. So here we go. Let me turn you around. As you can see, right now we are on week 3 of our off-season phase. So week 1, which was 2 weeks ago obviously, week 1 is where we were just finishing up our season. That was the state championship meets, that was the playoff part of the season. That's where everybody was just finishing up and just starting to come in here, starting off their off-season. So week 1, we tested our maxes on the bench, squat, and deadlift. Week 2, which was last week, was kind of a bodybuilding phase, bodybuilding workout. Last week, we split it up into 3 days. Day 1 was an upper body push, using a lot of chest and shoulders. Day 2 was a lower body, using a lot of quads and hamstrings and glutes. And day 3 was a pull, pulling off the ground, rowing, and doing pull-ups and things for the rear delts as well. So week 3 now the goal is we're going to start for the next 4 weeks increasing our max. So today was, and this whole week has been, the lower part of the max increasing. To give you an idea, today we squatted. Now what we've done is we've taken our max that we found out during week 1, remember we're on week 3, so the max that we found out during week 1, we took 45% of that for a set of 9, 55% of that for a set of 7, 65% of that for a set of 5, 75% of that number for another set of 5, and 85% of that number as many times as we possibly could. Now, for those of you in the know, this resembles a lot of Jim Wendler's 5-3-1. The main difference is that the percentages that we use are a little bit different, because instead of taking 90% of our max and then taking 45% of 90% of our max, we're doing 45% of our actual max. So what that means, and the reason why I like that a lot better, is because 5-3-1, I feel, is an excellent program to get your top end strength, basically 90%, 95%, and 100% of your max, a lot stronger. So for power lifters, that's perfect because they're always looking at lifting as much weight as they possibly can. But for an athlete, for the guys and girls that are training here, who are all mostly high school juniors and going to be high school seniors, we don't want the top end strength to increase as much as that mid-level strength, something in the 70 to 80, 85% range. We want to do that as much as possible. So to give you an idea, today one of my athletes, for his 4th set, so 65%, he did 225 pounds on the squat 5 times. He has an average squat of about 315-ish, 320. He then went on to 75% for a set of 5, and then 85%. So 85% for him was 280 pounds. He did 280 pounds 12 times. Now, if we were to move it up, he wouldn't have been able to do 290 pounds 12 times. He wouldn't have been able to do 295 or 300 pounds 12 times. But we're not trying to get his top end strength as high as possible. He's an athlete. He doesn't just go on the field and do one movement. He's going to be asked to go for 4 quarters when football season starts up in a few months. So we want to make sure that the strength and the endurance is blended together. Now, over the next couple weeks, what we're going to do, next week the percentages are going to get a little bit higher while the reps get a little bit lower. And then the week after that, the percentages are going to be at their highest while the reps are at their lowest. And then we deload. We try to deload here every about 5-6 weeks or so. After that, we had a really killer circuit that we went through, having to deal with overhead presses, sandbag squats, pull-ups, push-ups, reverse lunges, and face pulls. And after that, we did some battling ropes. So as you can tell, guys, let me turn you back around. As you can tell, the focus of Primal is athletic conditioning and athletic strength training. And I always explain it to my guys like this. We had a guy come in recently. His max bench is 325. Okay, he's a high school junior, big kid, 325-pound bench press. He can do 325 for one. Now, my bench, I am not a big bencher. I'm a tall, lanky guy. My max bench is 320. So he can do 325 for one, and I can do 320 for one. So that means he's stronger than I am. He can bench 5 pounds more than I can for one rep. Now, if you break that down, if we put 275 on the bar, I can press 275 for a set of 11. He can press 275 for a set of 5. So that means that I am stronger with the medium or the moderate weight, where he is stronger with the top end weight. And there's a reason why during football season, and the reason why he came here is because he gasses out. He runs out of energy, he runs out of steam. For years, he's been working on increasing his top end strength. And if you're going to build a great athlete, if you're going to be a great athlete, having huge lifts, being able to bench and squat and deadlift and clean and press a ton of weight one time is good. But it's a lot better for you, and it's a lot better for you to be a better athlete. And to be a better athlete, we need you to be able to lift a moderate amount of weight for a good amount of time, because that's what you're going to be doing on the field. You don't just do something once when you're on the field. You do it over and over and over again, sometimes 15 minutes at a time with very, very little rest. All right? So guys, if this sounds like you, if you're somebody out there that needs this athletic strength and conditioning, someone that needs to step their game up and somebody that wants to get to that next level, please come in here and see us. You can check us out, www.primalatc.com. You can visit Primal Athlete Training Center on Facebook, or just go to that site and give me a shout. We'll have you come in here. We'll give you a tour. We'll get you all set up. Hope to see you in here soon.